Hi everyone, welcome to my class. Today I would like to discuss about the number system in computer. So let's begin. Number system. Mainly there are two types of number systems are present. Two types of number systems. First is positional number system and number two non-positional number system. Two types of number systems are present: positional number system and the non-positional number system. What are the different types of positional number systems? First is decimal number system. Second is binary number system. Third is octal number system, and next one is the hexadecimal number system. So these four number systems are called the positional number system. And non-positional number system, there is only one non-positional number system is present. This is Roman number system. Roman number system means which one? That 1, 2, 3 like this. So these are all the Roman number system. This Roman number system is called the non-positional number system. Now the question is, why Roman number system is non-positional number system? First of all, Roman number system is just like some characters. For one, single I; for two, two I's; for three I; now for four, IV. So that means it has no particular position value as the other number system has. Just like, suppose we use normally the decimal number system. Suppose 175. So what is this number? We can say this number is 175. That means this 5 has its own position value, that is the ones. This 7 has own, that is the tens, and this 1 is having 100 value. So that means 100, 7 tens and 5 ones. So each and every digit having some particular values. But for the Roman number system is not such like that. It is just like some particular alphabet characters. And secondly, it cannot perform any mathematical operations like plus, minus, addition, multiplication, divisions, etc., etc. So that's why Roman number system is non-positional number system, and that's why we will not work with the non-positional number system. We will not work anything with the non-positional number system. So what we will do? We will do just the work with the positional number system. Now let's first introduce with all these positional number systems one by one. First, number 1, decimal number. Each and every out of these four number system having some particular identification. How we can identify them? We identify them with the help of their base value or the radix value. Base value or the radix value. First is decimal number system. What is its base or radix value? Its base or radix value is 10. So if any number system base is 10, we identify the number as the decimal number. Now number 2, binary number system. What is the base value or the radix value of binary? 2. Now number 3, octal. What is the base value or the radix value? 8. And last number 4, hexadecimal. Hexadecimal base value or radix value is 16. So with these values we can identify the exact number, exact type of number system. Okay. Now what is the use of this all? What are the uses, or what is the use of this particular number system? Normally from the childhood we have used this decimal number system. Oh, one more thing is important, that is the limitations, the range of each number system. The range of decimal number system is 0 to 9. The range of decimal number is 0 to 9. Range of binary number is 0 and 1. Only these two numbers are called the binary numbers. Octal number 0 to 7 and hexa is 0 to E. Now question is, sir, why E? Why E? It should be 0 to 15. But yes, it is 15. But we represent hexadecimal like in this form. Now you see the term hexadecimal. What is the meaning of hexa? Hexa means 6. What is the decimal? Decimal means 10. 10 plus 6 what? 16, total 16 numbers. Now this 10 is the same representation as the decimal number system, that is 0 to 9. That means 0 in decimal is equal to 0 in hexadecimal, 1 in decimal equal to 1 in hexadecimal, 2 in decimal that means equal to 2 in hexadecimal, like in this way. 9 in decimal is equal to 9 in hexadecimal. Now the next 10. 10 we cannot write. We represent 10 as alphabet, capital alphabet A, 11 as capital alphabet B, 12 as capital alphabet C, 13 is capital alphabet D, 14 is capital alphabet E, and 15 is capital alphabet F. Sorry, it should be F. Very sorry, it should be F. Extremely sorry. 0 to F. 15 is F. It is not more, not like the 16 G, 17 H, not like that. It will be till only 15. So how many numbers are here? 6. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this 6 is the representation of this hexa. This 10 as the decimal 0 to 9, and then the rest of 6 in representation of the in alphabets. Okay, so that's why 0 to F. So total there are 16 numbers are there in hexadecimal. Now which one I was telling, what are the uses of these number systems? Mainly normally we use the decimal number system. Always we use the decimal number system, that is consists from 0 to 9. Just I gave one example, 175. 175 means all these numbers are consist with some these 10 values. 175 like this, 0 to 9 all numbers. So no need to introduce with this decimal. Now binary, octal and hexadecimal, what are the uses of this? Where it is used? Binary number system actually used in digital computing. Basically our computers, actually this is the another topic. I am not want to discuss about this, but in briefly just I am telling about the signals. Actually there are two types of signals are there, analog signal and the digital signal. I am not telling about anything about the analog signal at this moment. I am telling about the digital signal. Digital signal is actually consists with two electric pulse, that is the state of two electric pulse, that is one is on state, another one is the off state. On state and off state. On state represents with the value 1 and off state represents with the value 0. That's why these two are called the binary number. These are called the binary number. And our computer or mobile or any electronic device actually runs with the digital signals, that is the electric pulse of 0 and 1. That means if you type any alphabets, or if you select any color, or if you use any graphics, any sound, remember each and everything actually converting into the form of 0 and 1, that is in binary form. How is it converting? That is the very complicated, that is in very higher level study, so no need to, at this moment no need to know. If you just do the higher study, then you will understand. But remember, all the things in the computer, whatever we are watching, these all are converting first into the binary form, that is the representation of 0 and 1. Okay, now what are the uses of remaining these two? These octal and hexadecimal numbers are actually helping the binary number system to convert it fast, because for some complex value, like suppose your name, if we type your name, then each and every character of your name will be converted into the into the binary number, which is very much complicated. So that's why it is taking help of the octal, that is binary number system, means computer system are actually taking help of octal number system and the hexadecimal number system. With the help of octal and hexadecimal number system, binary number system is converting into the any characters or graphics actually converting into the binary number system. For any color, suppose one example of color I am telling. Suppose I am telling the color black. What is the black? What is the value of black? Each and every color also having some particular numerical value. Black color value is all 0, 60. This is the representation of hexadecimal number. Suppose for white is all F, total 6F. This is also hexadecimal number representations. So this black, white or any color, if we select any color, actually what is happening, first this colors converting into the hexadecimal value, then this hexadecimal value is converting into the binary, that is the digital number systems. Okay, so this is the actually main procedure, main concept about the number system, the uses of the number system. Now what we will do here with this number system, we will learn here the procedure of converting from one number system to another. In this video I will just explain you how to convert any number system from decimal number to binary, decimal to octal and decimal to hexa. I will show you today now how to convert any number system from decimal to others. It's very simple and same process. Okay, so let's start. First I am showing how to convert any number from decimal to binary. Procedure. Remember one thing, the procedure of converting from decimal to other number system is same. That is same. To convert any number from decimal to others number system is same. Okay, that is which procedure? Division procedure. We will divide it. Okay, so let's start. Any number system, decimal number system, suppose I am giving 52 base 10. See, base I have given with the small font and down of it. That means this is the identification. 10 is the identification, is the decimal number. Equal to how many base? 2. That means in binary what will be the value? So let's start. What did I say? We will take what procedure? Yes, division procedure. We will divide 52. We will divide 52. Now by which value? We will divide 52 by which value? By what? By the converting base. So 2 I have written here. 2 means what is the representation of 2? Binary number representation. Okay, so that's why 2. So 52 will be converted into what? Into the binary. So we will divide the number by the converted base. Okay, so if you divide 52 by 2, the answer is coming 26. If you divide 52 by 2, 26 is the answer. It is divisible. So if any number is divisible, then question is coming what? Question is 26. Remainder. What is the remainder value here? Remainder value is coming here 0. If you divide 52 by 2, question is coming 26, but the remainder is coming 0. So just beside of the question, the parallel, by giving some little bit space, we will write the remainder. So remainder of this divisions is 0. 26 is the question, parallel, remainder is the 0. Got it? Now again we will divide this 26 by 2. This procedure will continue till it comes 0. So we will divide 26 again by 2. So 26 is also divisible by 2, that is coming 13. So due to it is divisible, so remainder is coming 0. It is not 0. So again divide it by 2. Now 13 is not divisible by 2. 6 to the 12 and 7 to the 14. So 7 to the 14 is actually exiting it. So we will not write this. Instead of this, we will write 6 to the 12. So if you write 6 to the 12, what is the remainder value is coming here? If you divide, look at here, divide 13 by 2, 6 to the 12, remainder is coming. So remainder is coming 1. So we will use this 1 here. Okay, got it? So it is not 0, again divided by 2. 3 to the 6. It is divisible, so remainder is coming 0. Now 3, it is not 0, again divided by 2. 2 ones are 2. Remainder is coming. It is not divisible, so remainder is coming 1. It is not 0, so again divided by 2. So if you divide any small number by any bigger number, then what will be the division's value? Basically, if we use point here, it will be divisible, but point we cannot use. Point we cannot use here. So what we will do here? Before point, if you give 0.5, so it will be divisible. But before point, what we give basically? 0. So if you put here 0, 2 zeros are 0, remainder is coming 1. So this is the question, this is the remainder. So if you divide any smaller number by the bigger number, then always question will be 0 and remainder will be the dividend. This dividend will be the remainder. So look at here, 0 is the question, 1 is the remainder. That's all. It is 0, so we will stop. Actually, I should do this solve in the next page due to lack of place. Very sorry. So after finishing of the divisions, we will do the this all remainder value will be our answer. So we will just identify the last remainder value and the first remainder value. This is the last remainder value and this is the first remainder value. So the last remainder value we will write MSD. We will write MSD, which full form is most significant digit. Most significant digit. The last is the most significant digit, last remainder, and the first remainder is called the LSD, that is the least significant digit. Got it? Now the answer we will write from MSD to LSD. This arrow I have used here, but when we will solve, you will not use this arrow. You can use the MSD and LSD. This short form you can use, full form no need to use. You may use MSD and LSD, but never use this arrow. That is for explaining I have given. So answer we will write. The answer I am writing in the next page. So how to write the answer? You will write the answer like this. Question was 52. So 52 base 10 is equal to 110 100 base 2. So this is the answer. Okay, so now the next topic is decimal to octal. The procedure how to convert any number from decimal to octal. The same procedure we will apply here as we applied for decimal to binary, that is the division procedure. So here also we will do the same thing. We will divide the given number by the converted base, that is in octal, that base is 8. So let's go through an example. So here see the number 136. We have to convert the number 136 into octal. So if you divide 136 by 8, what will be the quotient value? So same procedure will apply here. We will divide the number by 8 each and every time till the quotient value is coming 0, and beside of the quotient value every time we will parallelly will write the remainder for each quotient, and at the last we will arrange all the remainder value from the MSD to LSD as we did for the decimal to binary. Okay, so now divide 136 by 8 and look at the quotient value and the remainder value. Look at here, already I have done. So if you divide 136 by 8, so quotient value is coming 17 and the remainder is coming 0. Okay, so let's write here, quotient is here 17 you write, and the remainder is 0. 17 is the quotient value and remainder is 0. Okay, done. So this is not the 0, so again we will divide 17 by 8. So if you divide 17 by 8, 8 to the 16, 8 to the 16, so remainder is coming here what? 1. Remainder is 1. Okay, now divide 2 by 8. Just I said for the decimal to binary, if you divide any smaller number by the bigger number, always the dividend will be the quotient will be 0, quotient will be always 0, and the remainder will be the dividend. So 2 will be the dividend, that is remainder. Okay, that's all. So it comes 0. So now we will stop. We will not do the division process anymore. So this is all the remainders. So thus this is the last remainder. So last remainder is always called MSD and first remainder is always LSD. Okay, MSD and LSD. So now arrange the answer from MSD to LSD. So in decimal, if the number is 136, the number in octal will be 210. So this is the answer. This is our answer. One more same examples I am giving. Suppose 224 base 10 is equal to how many base 8? How we will do? See, look at here. We will divide 224 by 8. So if you divide 24 by 8, so quotient is coming 28 and remainder is coming 0. Okay, so let's write here. (28) is our quotient value and remainder is the 0. So this is not 0, so again divide it by 8. So if you divide 28 by 8, 3 8s are 24 and 4 8s are 32. So 4 8s are 32, we cannot write before that 3 8s are 24. So if 3 8s are 24, so the remainder is coming what? 4. If you are having any problem for calculations, you can take help, always rough. Okay, 3 8s are 24, so remainder is coming 4. Now again this is not 0, so you will divide it by 8. So if you divide 3 by 8, this is the smaller number dividing by the greater number, so always quotient is 0 and remainder will be this dividend, that is 3. That's all, it's 0, so we will stop. Now let's write the MSD and LSD. MSD is the last number, last remainder, this is MSD, and this is the LSD, this is LSD. Now we will write the answer. So 224 base 10 is equal to 340 base 8. That's all. That's now next topic, decimal to hexa. We will apply the same procedure, division procedure. Let's give a number. Suppose given number is 470 base 10 equal to how many base 16. So given number is 470. How many base 16 you have to find. So we will convert it into the hexadecimal whose base is 16. So we will divide 470 by 16. So let's divide 470 by 16 and see what is the quotient value. Just take help of graph. Okay, so 470, if 470 is divided by 16, so 29 is the quotient value and 6 is the remainder value. So let's write here 29 is the quotient and parallelly 6 is the remainder value. Got it? Now again divide 29 by 16 because it doesn't come 0, so 29 is dividing by 16. So if you divide 29 by 16, 16 to the 16, 16 to the 32, so it is crossing it, so 16 2 not possible, so we will write 16 1, 16 1 is 16. So if 16 1 is 16, so remainder is coming what? 13. Look at here, 29 by 16, 29 by 16, 16 1s are 16, 13 is the remainder. So 13 is the remainder. Now see 13, just I said earlier 13 in hexadecimal we will not write 13, we will write it alphabets form. What is the alphabets form of 13? Just look, the alphabet form of 13 is D. Look at here, 13 is D. So instead of 13 we will write D. So we will write here D. Okay, so it is not 0, so we will divide it again by 16. So 1 is dividing by 16, smaller number by the greater number, not possible, so it will be 0. 16 0 is 0 and remainder is the dividend. So this is the dividend, this is the remainder, dividend is the remainder. Okay, got it? So let's write the MSD and LSD. This is MSD and this is LSD. This is MSD and LSD. Got it? Now the answer is, so 470 base 10 is equal to 1d6 base 16. This is the answer. Understood? One more example giving from decimal to hex. Now the next number is 573. So if you divide 573 by 16, what will be the quotient value and what will be the remainder value? Look at here, already I have done. Quotient is coming 35 and remainder is coming 13. So quotient is 35, so 35 we will write down of it, so 35 and the remainder is 13. So just I said now earlier, 13 we cannot write in hexadecimal. Instead of 13 we will write its alphabet form, that is the D. Now again divide 35 by 16. So 35 by 16, so quotient is coming 16 2 is 32, so 16 2. So if 2 is the quotient value, 16 to 32, so remainder is coming 3. So remainder is coming 3 because 16 to the 32, 35 minus 32, 3. It is not 0, so again it will be divided by 16 and quotient will be what? Smaller number divided by the greater number. So quotient will be what? Yes, 0. And remainder will be what? Correct, this one, that is the 2. So it comes 0, we will stop. So this is MSD and this is LSD. Okay, so let's write the answer. So 573 base 10 is equal to 23D base 16. This is in hexadecimal. Okay, that's all for this class. So we have done all the conversions from decimal to others 3 number system. Again, just I giving a recap little bit. So the procedure to convert any number from decimal to other is the division procedure. We will divide the number by the converted base. If it from decimal to binary, we will divide the number by 2. If the number from decimal to octal, we will divide the number by 8. And if we convert the number from decimal to hexadecimal, we will divide the number by 16. And the answer will be the combination of the remainder value. And must write MSD value, this MSD value and LSD value must you write, but don't write the, no need to write actually the full form always. This is simply wasting of time, and don't keep this arrow. Just remember we have to write from down to up, that is the MSD to LSD. Okay, I hope you have understood the class, and if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.